Yeah, buddy, and hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lelldorin, and today we're going to discuss Destiny 2. Now, I still have faith in Destiny 2. It's still one of my favorite games. It's still something I love, I believe in, and I know it can be great. But I have some ideas on how to fix Destiny 2. So, first thing I want to do, before we talk about how to fix it and make things better, I want to talk about the things that Destiny 2 does great. So first things first, the graphics. The graphics in this game are second to none. It's beautiful to look at. The environments are great. The loading screens are gorgeous. And the environments, the worlds are beautiful. The water effects are fantastic. There's sometimes I'll be playing this game and I'll look around and you just can't help but just be in awe of the majesty of the graphics of this game. And that's on console. I played this for a very short while on the computer on beta. And on beta on the computer, it was just amazing. Some of the most amazing graphics I've ever seen in my life. Next, you have the controls. The controls are zippy, and honestly, it's just a pleasure to play this game. Using the weapons, even though we'll get into that later, it's just easy to flow and jump and use your abilities, to use your super. It's not very difficult to pick up this game and at least be good at it. And I love the way that shooting is just rewarding. Like, you feel like you're actually shooting a gun. It's easy to pick up this game and use pretty much any weapon. The only difficult ones are like grenade launchers and some of that stuff, and we'll get into the weapons later themselves. But I really feel like I'm in control of my character when I'm playing this game. Like, look at this. I'm barely looking at the screen. I'm still hitting this guy in the middle of his chest. I love the controls of this game, even though I'm probably about to die. The last thing that I really find that was done extremely well was the three classes. The Hunter, your Warlock, and the Titan all feel very interesting and very unique and extremely balanced, except for the Bubble Titan. The Bubble Titan kind of got screwed. But each class is very unique and very fun to play, and the abilities are different, but not so different that you can't jump from one to the other, except for jumping. Jumping in this game, if you're a Warlock or a Titan, sucks. But besides jumping, the controls are very easy to pick up across each character. You can go from a Titan to a Warlock, and within like an hour or so, you can jump into the Warlock's role very easily. And I feel like that's something that's very difficult to do in games, where you can go from Mage to Warrior to Hunter, and be able to do it efficiently, and be able to do it easily. And that's something that I really think that Destiny and Bungie does a really good job at. Now, beside that, I think Destiny did a decent job at doing PvP. I think the Crucible is pretty good, and I like that they involved that's Osiris quick play now, that they involved the Trials of the Nine that you had before your Osiris competitive trials, where you could do a couple friends and it was like really competitive, and how many wins actually mattered. That was a really good idea, and getting exclusive loot from doing those things was a really good thing that Destiny did. So now let's get in how to fix Destiny 2, because there's a lot of issues with this game. The first issue, in my opinion, is gear. Now, there's a lot of gear you can get in Destiny 2. There's a lot of weapons, there's a lot of armor, there's exotics, etc., but none of them feel really unique. Enter World of Warcraft. Something I think Destiny could do is look at World of Warcraft, which has been around for more than a decade now, and pick the loot tables and the ideas that they did in World of Warcraft and implement it into Destiny 2. Imagine how in World of Warcraft, specific bosses have specific loot tables. And that was a great thing, because you knew doing certain bosses, you had the chance to get a certain helmet, or certain arms, or certain legs, or certain chest piece, or certain weapon that was class specific to your class. And I think that's something that Destiny could learn from. We don't need to make it where every piece of armor should drop all of the time. We don't need to make it where you can get every exotic very easily. We don't need to make it where each weapon is exactly the same across every weapon. It needs to become more of a loot hunt. So they need to give us more gear. Gear that's specific for each strike. Gear that's specific for each boss. Gear that's specific and doesn't drop all the time. Same thing with exotics. You shouldn't have to get them very easily. It should feel like a chase, a hunt. Like, you want to get that specific rifle. You want to do that activity over and over and over again until you get the one that's your god roll. Because just because you like triple tap doesn't mean I like triple tap. Why should I get triple tap on a scout rifle just because that's how it comes? I should be able to get triple tap on a scout rifle just because I want to get it. And I should have to fight and hunt to try to get that, not just get it just because. And now that we're at Eververse, let's actually talk about that. I understand that games need to make money, and that's another thing that World of Warcraft did really well, was they introduced where you could buy certain things with real money. You could buy mounts, which didn't really change the game. You could buy little pets to battle pets with. You could buy things that change your class, or change your gender, or change your server. Because honestly, for a game to continue to go on and have all these live events, they need to make some money, and I get that. But how I believe they should make money is get rid of Eververse. I think you should still be able to get these engrams that are right above up there and get some cool things out of it, but what you should pay for with real money should never really affect the game. It should just affect your experience with the game. And how they could do that is very easy. Shaders, ships, and sparrows. Imagine, if you will, a place where you could go and build your own ship. You could ride through the skies in a ship that you created, taking parts from every ship in the game, traveling the galaxy in something you designed. How cool would that be? You could make your own ship, your own design, by taking pieces and parts from other things. You could add flames to it. You could add fire to the back, ice to the back. It could shoot out popsicles for all it cares. Anything you desired to have on your ship or your Sparrow could be yours for the making for a measly price of $4.99. Now, you might be saying, I don't want to spend $4.99 on a ship. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to. Just like in World of Warcraft, there's certain mounts that you can only get by buying them with real money, but that doesn't change anything. You don't need to have a two-headed flying dragon, but if you want it, hey, it's $4.99. And that brings us to my next money-making scheme. Shaders. Everybody wants to look unique. Everybody wants to look different. Everybody wants their flag to fly, no matter how ugly it is. So you should be able to make your character however you want. Enter shaders. Now with shaders, there are 4 colors that go on your armor, and you can easily see them by taking the shader, picking it, and pressing triangle, and it shows you what your armor will look like when it changes the entire armor set. Some of them are cool, some of them are bad, and some of them are just kind of weird. But that's still a matter of opinion. That's still a matter of your choice. So what they could do is make shaders where you could buy them too. For 99 cents, you could get flat shaders, the ones that don't really have a lot of color. Like this one. It's not really metallic, it doesn't really have a sheen, and for 99 cents, you'd be able to buy 20 of them. You can put on your arms, you can put on your armor, you can put them on your guns, and that's cool. And then for $1.99, you'd be able to create one with a pattern, like camouflage, geometry, shapes, whatever, but you'd still pick the colors, and you'd still get 20 for $1.99. And then for a premium of $2.99, you could design the coveted metallic shader where you could get 20 for $2.99, and this would make it more easy for people to make themselves personalized. You could have clans have their own colors. Instead of having to hunt and try to find those colors, you could literally just buy them, put them on your character, and it would be your character. And that's another thing that MMOs need to be able to do. It has to be personal. Your character should feel like you. It should feel like you're the person in that set of armor. What would you wear? And they could make it way more personal and make a lot more money if they would give us the freedom to choose our own colors, our own ships, and our own shaders. And honestly, it really wouldn't be that hard. Now, next, Destiny really needs more content. World of Warcraft, going back to that again, has so much that you can do. There are a million side quests, there's all these places to visit, there's cities, there's towns, there's PvP, there's world events that are going on, and they need to introduce that a lot more into Destiny 2. There's only the raid, there's some strikes, there's heroic strikes, there's nightfalls, but none of them really feel any unique or different than the rest of them. And that's something that's really a problem. You really need to feel like everything you do in Destiny kind of matters, and everything you do in Destiny should feel like an event every single time. And they should really introduce more public events in Destiny, ones that change and kind of go and feel like they're different from a day-to-day basis. I don't know if that means they need to like drop a boss randomly on the world and show a world timer with count down. Drax the Destroyer will be arriving on Earth in 15 minutes. Drax the Destroyer will be arriving on Earth in 10 minutes. Drax the Destroyer is arriving on Earth in 5 minutes. And everyone rushes to that public event and everyone tries to take him down, and you get world loot that's different every single time. Imagine that. That would make you feel like you wanted to log in. Your friends would text you and say, hey man, you got to log in. You got to get to Earth now. You got 10 minutes. We got to kill Drax the Destroyer. That would be amazing. But the biggest problem with Destiny 2 is still the story. They make it where you're this silent protagonist that doesn't ever speak. And the idea behind it was they want you to feel like you are that person. But when that person doesn't talk, it's more like a ghost than your ghost. So what they need to do is make it where your personal story is your personal story. You're the Guardian. You're the one that everyone talks about. You're Zavala's favorite. You're the one that saved the world. And make it where everyone else is your friend. They're the ones that helped you. It could still work out where you're the #1 Guardian. You're the #1 hero of the galaxy. You're the one that saved everybody. And everyone else is a friend. They're your crew. They're your clanmates. They were your support. And that would work out because everyone would have the same experience. Everyone would feel like they were the Guardian. They were the savior. They were the only one that got their light back. And everyone else in the tower is just like supporting Guardians or warriors, or they're the people that fight on the tower. Make me feel like I'm the #1 guy. I'm going to play a lot more. And that brings us to the next part. Character creation. They really have to have more options for this. I should be able to cut my hair later on, or add a beard, or change my tattoos, or change my gender if I want to. Even if you charge me for it, that should be something that's an option for me to choose. I should be able to make my character as personal to me as I want him to be, or her to be. That's what this game should be about. It should be about you creating yourself in this game and feeling like you're in this world and you are the savior and you are the light of all of Destiny. You're the one that saved the traveler. The game should be like that. It should make you feel like that. It should make you want to participate more often. But if I can only choose between like 10 haircuts and a couple skin colors and maybe like 5 eye chart colors, that doesn't really make me feel like I'm the person in the game. It makes me feel like I'm settling for somebody that kind of looks like me and could possibly be my idea of what my characters should look like. It's not really that great. And that brings me to my last big idea. The classes. You do have Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. And that's cool because each one of them is different. But that's another thing that World of Warcraft did right. After a certain period of time, they entered in new races, new classes, new abilities, and they changed the classes. They made them feel like they were fluid, sometimes for the better. And don't get me wrong, sometimes they were really, really bad, but at least they were changing. Now imagine how excited you would be, though, if they entered a 4th character slot, and mysteriously you clicked on that, and there was another option. Instead of a Warlock, you had a Barbarian character. I don't know, a pirate. You could be anything. I'm sure there's space pirates. Why wouldn't there be? It's in every movie that has to do with space. There's some kind of space pirate somewhere. But just give me options. Make the game evolve. Make it fluid. Give us more. That's all we ask for. And of course, the entire time, be transparent. Don't make it where all of a sudden I got to play for 8 hours to get an engram instead of 1 hour to get engram. Don't lie to me, Destiny. I don't want that. So these are some of my ideas of how they could fix Destiny 2 and revitalize the game and bring more people back to it and make it feel like it's a more personal experience, because don't get me wrong, I love Destiny 2. I still log into this game at least 5-6 times a week. I still like playing Crucible. I wish I could have more time to raid, but this game could be so much better. And I really hope Activision looks into this and Bungie takes it seriously and actually tries to make this game a better game by looking at the other games that have done so well that come before it. So once again, please Bungie, take a page out of World of Warcraft's book. Give us more loot. Give us loot-specific raids, loot-specific bosses, more public events. Give us more ways to customize our character. Make us spend money to help you pay for stuff. But don't make it change the game. Just give me another ship, or a sparrow, or some shaders, or even flags, or an emblem that I can put on my helmet. Don't make me pay for armor, or gear, or specific event loot that was only a short period of time that I really can't get on my own and I have to spend money. That feels like you're ripping me off. Give me back my wallet. If I want to get mugged, I'll walk down an alley late at night. So in conclusion, those are my ideas on how to save Destiny 2, because I still have faith in this game. And believe it or not, I still believe in Bungie. With all their foibles and the things that they messed up, I still think that they're listening to us. And I really, really hope that they're really, really serious about really, really making this game really, really good. Because I don't want to say really, really anymore. Well, if you guys like this video, make sure you please click the like, share, and subscribe button down below. Give me some thoughts and feedback. What do you think they could do to fix this game? Do you think these ideas are great? Let me know what your thoughts are, and maybe I'll put it in another video. But until next time, this is Lelldorin signing off. Be sure to join me every single day. Same Lelldorin time, same Lelldorin channel. But until then, get out of here, guys. I got some Destiny to play. See you again soon. Bye.